On the 29th of December, the much-anticipated college football playoff gets underway as the undefeated Notre Dame Fighting Irish take on the also undefeated Clemson Tigers, and the Alabama Crimson Tide take on the Oklahoma Sooners. These two matchups guarantees a good show for the fans and gives us a chance to see the best of the best in college football go head-to-head for a chance to compete in this year's national championship game. First, let's take a look at the matchup between the number 4 seed Sooners and the number 1 seed Crimson Tide in the Orange Bowl. Alabama has been the favorite in every matchup they've had this year, and this game is no different, as Alabama is the 14-point favorite to come away with the victory. Many people believe that Bama's high-powered offense is no match for the Sooner defense, which ranks in the bottom half of the FBS when it comes to defending against the rush and the pass. But where Oklahoma's defense lacks in skill, they make up for in offense. The Sooner offense is run by this year's Heisman winner, Kyler Murray, who is possibly one of the best dual-threat quarterbacks we've ever seen at the collegiate level. Murray has 892 rushing yards in the season, leading all quarterbacks in the FBS by a very large margin. So the question remains, will Alabama's defense prevail and give them a one-way ticket to the national championship game, or will Kyler Murray and the Oklahoma Sooners beat the odds and upset the number 1 team in the nation? In our next semifinal matchup, we have two undefeated powerhouses clashing in the Cotton Bowl. Notre Dame, led by star quarterback Ian Book, and Clemson, led by freshman sensation Trevor Lawrence and star running back Travis Etienne. Clemson, the favorite in this matchup, has had an outstanding year so far, winning their last 7 games by 20 points or more. With arguably the most efficient offense in the country, Clemson looks to continue their reign of dominance against the Notre Dame defense, which has been solid all year. Aside from their offense, Clemson is one of the best defensive lines in all of college football, with 2 future first-rounders in Celine Farrell, who is projected to be a top 10 draft pick in next year's NFL draft, and Christian Wilkins, who is a projected lottery pick. This defensive front poses a huge threat to Notre Dame's offense. Very strong. They have struggled in the secondary this season, ranking in the bottom third of the FBS in passing yards allowed per game. Notre Dame, on the other hand, excels in the passing game. Ian Book has had a phenomenal year throwing the football so far, leading the FBS in completion percentage. This could be the key for the Fighting Irish's success, but also their downfall. If they are able to establish themselves in the air, then they might just have a shot at pulling off the upset. But if they can't establish themselves passing the football, then they will most likely have to rely on their run game, which against Clemson's defensive front won't be easy. I sent out a survey to see who college football fans think will win these two matchups. 86% of the people interviewed said that Clemson will win by an average of 12 points against Notre Dame, and 100% of the people interviewed said that Alabama will win by an average of 25 points against Oklahoma. Personally, I believe that Notre Dame will give Clemson a good game. Do I think they will win? I'm not sure, but if they can pick apart Clemson's secondary, then I think they will have a good chance of pulling off the upset. As for our other matchup, I don't think the Sooners stand a chance. Oklahoma's defense is simply not strong enough to contain Alabama's offense, which consistently puts up 40 points a game. So now, we will just have to wait to see until New Year's Eve to see who will be playing in this year's national championship game. We're in for a show.